open to hear the TV that would let in perhaps all the bugs in Central Florida. It would really be neat if they put small speakers on each balcony that could be turned on and off by the occupants. While all of this is a really nice perk, it doesn't impress me all that much since this is a very similar experience you can easily get for free. All you need to do is walk out on the public emergency staircase which faces the Magic Kingdom and climb the stairs to the roof. If you don't want to walk up...
Wait, you can just walk up to the roof like that? Dude, I feel like you shouldn't be able to do that. Just like on principle.
all those stairs, you can easily go to the public seating area on level 4, which albeit has a lower view, but a comfortable one. This is all allowed by Disney and they have really good speakers and it's free. But this is a Disney Club level room, which means it also comes with some exclusive perks. Sort of. Disney Club level rooms are often placed on the top floor of their hotels and usually offer the best views. It's the same here, and along with it, there's a club level lounge, which is pretty small. Throughout the day, and much like the cruise line...
Dude, is that bacon? No. That looks terrible. I don't know. That looks unappetizing.
They switch small hors d'oeuvres in and out and have some very okay offerings for dinner and breakfast. There's a coffee machine, a water dispenser, and in the evenings, there's some complimentary alcohol. Again, though, it's somewhat limited and feels more like
okay, no, that was granola. I did not realize what that
a
was.
mid-tier airport lounge. That applies to the alcohol too, as it's all self-serve with a small selection of just a few bottles of wine and maybe 2 brands of beer. Those are your only premium choices, and there is no staff to make cocktails. As for the other perks of being in club level, well, they're pretty sparse. You get a special check-in experience where you'll be chauffeured up to your floor and room, and you'll have access to concierge staff who will personally see to any Disney World requests you may desire. Along with some perhaps slightly elevated Disney service and a few welcome gifts,
What does that say?
along with some perhaps slightly elevated Disney service.
7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Huh. Hours de you see that? Hours de viewers. What the heck is that?
Service and a few welcome gifts, that's really all you get. So what's the hotel itself like?
We want to start shooting in 3 weeks, and your life rights are the last thing we need, so...
I'm gonna stop you right there, Bev. I think we understand the situation. Without us and our life rights, there's no film. So what we need is a number that is fair.
Oh, we don't need to do numbers. You can just have your lawyers call business affairs.
I'm
I
intrigued.
know some people
but
are going to
I
be
don't know what
shouting
about.
at me, justifying Disney's price for this room based on its location. And that is somewhat true. This is contemporary, and it's one of the most conveniently located hotels on Walt Disney World property. Placed along the monorail line, which gives you a unique way to travel around the lake, to Epcot, and of course the Magic Kingdom. The resort is so close to the latter park, in fact.
Huh. All right.
That you can walk there in just about 15 minutes. Amenities are also pretty decent, with 3 on-site sit-down restaurants to choose from. From the often poorly reviewed Chef Mickey's to the newly renovated Steakhouse 71, which I've heard great things about. At the top of the hotel, there's California Grill, which recently saw a menu change for the 50th anniversary and has gotten mixed reviews with very high prices. There's a small bar tucked away on the concourse level, along with a quick service option. A large family pool populates the immediate lakeshore area with a very nice circular quiet pool that's built onto the lake. The whole lakefront area is very nice, with quiet and lovely trails around the resort. While that's all nice and good, the property is definitely starting to show its age. Now, some of that is understandable, like the small elevators, since the structure was designed in the late 60s. So things like a drop ceiling in the bathroom or low ceilings and tight corridors all make sense. But
Do they say tight corridors because people were like skinnier back then? I feel like they do, right? Because it like weren't people just way skinnier back then because there wasn't enough like food wasn't as cheap or something like that.
This hotel is really in like 3 different eras of design. I mean, you've got original design motifs from the 70s, others from the 90s, and a lot from the renovations in the early 2000s. Any sign that Disney has actually updated this property besides the rooms can only be found in sections of the lobby. Now, this strikes me as a bit odd since this new retro design language is actually really solid
that.
and would have been perfect to carry on into the rooms and really into the entire resort as a whole. The main concourse inside Contemporary is well past its day, with tired, dated, and dirty looking areas. One half of this valuable, unique real estate crams 3 dining venues, while the other half has 3 different retail estate crams 3.
This does not like. I don't see any like how do you say it? Like when you go into like different lands in Disney, it kind of like easily like makes that smooth transition between lands, right? Dude, I'm getting like 5 different color palettes here. Like this one in the bottom left, middle one, the red one on top of that, top left and top right, even like the one on the very, very top right. It just seems too like... It just seems like a mess.
3 dining venues, while the other half has 3 different retail shops. It just feels like wasted space, or at least square footage that is in desperate need of a renovation. This hotel is just simply not aesthetically at the price caliber to which they're asking for. So that brings us to value, and oh boy. So just based on our room alone, what would you say it's worth per night? $190, $280. All right, what about with the context of where it is and the added luxury of a lounge?
Yeah.
$450, $690.
I think the thing is that they don't price it based on value. They price it based on the fact they know people are gonna go and travel from a different country and are gonna pay this, just because they know it's a once in a lifetime experience. So I think the value proposition is different, just because they know it's not like a value thing. It's more of a like a once in a lifetime thing.
Our room cost $966 with tax. Let that sink in. I really did not go in with high hopes, but a part of me figured there must be some reason why people pay these rates and allow Disney to price what they deem is fair market rates. I cannot give you any silver lining here. This is straight up an offensive and insulting rate for this type of room. And not far away is the ultra luxury Four Seasons Orlando, which has an unbelievably beautiful property with great food and a room much more fitting to its similar ultra expensive rates. Really, it's hard to justify that enormous price tag per night as well.
I
But
do
there are
like
plenty of luxury hotels in the area.
Do you know what they should do? Is in case AI does take people's jobs over, they should have those kids in Minecraft that they build stuff. Have them build architecture. Because I could see somebody in Minecraft actually just building this out.
From the new JW Bonnet Creek to the Ritz-Carlton, both of which have nightly rates at even or well below the base rates at Contemporary. If we're comparing club level, however, there really is no competition. The lounge at Contemporary is small and has limited offerings at varying degrees of quality. Juxtapose that to another hotel like the Ritz-Carlton, and it's
I think it's very saying that when he's taking the video of the little VIP area, nobody's there.
really night and day. Their lounge is huge and has a high quality selection of food and snacks, about what you would expect from the Ritz-Carlton. Now, I tweeted a picture of our room, which if you weren't following me yet, you should go do so. And while many agreed with my shock, some people took to Disney's defense. One saying that this room requires the context of club level to better justify its price, adding it comes with unlimited alcohol among other benefits. I disagree.
Unlimited alcohol. I mean, based on who you are,